And we're live. But hi, y'all. Happy Sunday.
Always gonna tell you.
It'll tell me up there. So it tells me we're live. Hey, y'all. Give y'all time to hop in. And I'm excited about this person. I'm very excited about this person. Y'all gonna be excited when y'all hear her open her mouth. Y'all gonna feel out, baby. Y'all gonna be like, what? Where this woman been all my life? That's how they gonna be.
Lauren. I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Look, I'm drinking right behind you. So hey y'all, hey Tony, hi Steven, hi. Y'all come on in the room. So I have a very special guest, a very, very, very special guest, and somebody who definitely keeps me in check, keep me on my toes, keep making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, making sure I'm drinking my water, detoxing.
That's right.
She adds extra weight to my weight and say it's gonna be okay.
But you know what that weight for, though.
That's it. I know what the weight's for. So I'm back again in the gym. My girlfriend, hey Tony. So back in the gym. This is my place of peace. This is my place of restoration. I never ever thought, Tony, you used to work out with me at my house in the garage when I ain't like working out. I hated working out. I hated doing squats. I hated doing everything. And I hated it because I didn't understand it. I just felt like, what are we working out for? Like, my stomach was flat. I was fine. I didn't feel like I needed to work out. Silly, right? And Tony used to come. Tony actually works out. She would be liking it. I know. She'd be like, I gotta work out. I'd be like, baby, I can't stand this working out. I didn't like running. None of that stuff. And so Tony, look, she's about yep. So Tony knows I hated working out. But I have been consistently back again working out a year. And Tony, we had so much fun. And man, it's just life. Life happens, life changes things, life brings different perspectives. And I'm telling you, it has really grown me. And I know that I've grown more being in this gym as far as my spiritual maturity, my ability to just go, my ability to kind of shift. And so I'm just excited, definitely excited to have Keondra with me. She is amazing. And I know if y'all have been watching my page, you saw that my marketer, Jocelyn, dropped the video of Kiki. And I was like, I looked at that video, I was like, what this woman, like, who is this woman? Like, freaking superwoman. And, man, the video was amazing. So if y'all are in the area, in Shreveport-Bossier area, or if you are not in Shreveport-Bossier area, you can join virtually. I started virtual working out, and so it was amazing to start there, but Kiki and JJ would not allow me to stay on virtual. Mm-hmm. I was only on virtual for a couple months.
Come on out, Lauren.
And Kiki, she did it so smooth, because at first she was like, well, you'll get up at 5 a.m.? Remember that? And I wouldn't come in at 5. I would work out at 8.
You would work out.
And she was like, you gonna get up at 5? And I was like,
you started coming.
No, 5. Like, hey, bro. I didn't like getting up early in the morning like that. Now I love it because it gives me so many extra hours in my day. So, hey, LaTanya. So it definitely, man, it's bigger than fitness. And this month of arrangement, which I cannot believe March is practically over, and April is soon around the corner. Yeah, it's here. Man, I'm just excited to see it. And so anyhow, this month being the month of arrangement, I felt like the best 2 people to have to get to do my Sunday lives with me would be the people that help me arrange my day 4 days a week. Very consistently, and man, just the power that is in this room, that is in this building, with JJ and with Kiki. I mean, it's amazing. It's the best start of my day. And a lot of times my best ideas come from being in this gym, being in a trap, and so I have been blessed to be amongst both of them. And I just love Kiki so much. She has the most beautiful spirit. I tell people that all the time when they ask me where do I work out at. Very proudly that I work out here. And just the spirit of both of her and JJ. And so I'm grateful to them, grateful for their friendship, grateful for their love. And man, if you need a word in the midst of your workout, look, they will drop a word. Hey, Nadia, they will drop a word on you and everything else in the midst of you want to pass out. So, so you get a great workout and a great word, at the same time. So, I wanted to be able to finish out this month and this last, Sunday of the month of March, the month of arrangement, with the people that help me arrange my day, my life, and it helps me to be the woman that you guys get to see and get to experience on a day-to-day basis, because it's an everyday journey. And before Kiki and I went live, we were talking about that, just like how it doesn't get easier.
You only get better.
You only get better. You only get better. And so if you've ever been here before, and if you've ever experienced Kiki, she is a very quiet spirit initially. And then if you train with her, you realize that it's a very different experience that's about to happen for your life, okay? She like the quiet storm, period. But it's her purpose, man. Like, so many women have been helped, battle things, and we talk about that all the time, how it's bigger than fitness. People come in here with all kind of different ailments, and sometimes it ain't about just their physical body. Sometimes most times it's their mental, that mental body, that mental warfare, and them battling every day. And so when I asked Keondra, but she was like very shocked. I was like, "Hey, you want to do this live with me?" And it was like a couple weeks ago, February.
Yeah, you text me probably like. It was probably towards the end of February, I want to say. And when it popped up on my phone, I was like, I initially went into silent, but I was like, I got it. It's time.
It's time.
It's time. So
it's time.
We're here now.
So we're here now, and I know you guys are going to be blessed. So please share the live, tag somebody that's going to need to hear it, that's going to be blessed, because I'm telling you, don't let her fool you. Don't let the smile fool you. She is amazing. Her story is amazing. Her as a woman is amazing, and I'm just grateful to know her. I really am. I'm grateful to know her. And so we were talking about, title, and she's like, what are we going to talk about? Because if you know me, you know I'm never playing. Like, I do plan. I plan a month ahead, but for the most part, like, I just, whenever the Holy Spirit give me something, that's just it. And that's it.
And that day we was in the gym, and you came to me, and you was like, "Was silence golden for Kiki?" And so ever since then, I just been thinking on it. And now that we here, and the title is
Separating Silence.
So
Separating from the silence. And I was sharing, and you and I were talking about this earlier, is so many people that are battling in silence and don't know how to separate from it, don't know how to get out of it, don't know how to, come out of it. And, a lot of times when people meet me, they initially think that I'm like very just outgoing type person. And the truth is I'm really not. Like, I have to work up to that, but the initial, I'm really more so quiet. If you left me alone, I wouldn't talk. Like, I'm just gonna sit and watch. Like, I'm very observant, and I've had to come out of that. But I can remember myself battling with separating in silence, and just I struggled a lot when I first had my children. Especially my oldest son. I had never really been around kids, like talking about growing up. And so I didn't know, like, I didn't really know, you know what I'm saying? Like, people always said, oh, your monthly instinct gonna kick in and you're gonna be good. I was like, I don't know, because I don't think I have that. And so I did. I was so used to excelling and winning at everything. I wanted to make sure that that was something I could win at. And, excuse me, when I began to struggle with it and struggle with like the balance of like working, being a mom, being a wife, keeping the bills, keeping this and that, it was hard. And I wouldn't say that I was struggling. Like, I wouldn't say like I need help. And so I wouldn't even say that I didn't like it. And that was the truth. You know, I just like kind of hid and just tried to, you know, just make it work. You know, you just make stuff work.
Right.
You just try to push through. But everybody is seeing that it's not working. It's not working. And so separating from the silence for me was really that was my first step, my first battle with it. But me going through my divorce and me coming out and deciding to start this brand and write a book, that was definitely separating from silence.
Writing that book.
Writing that book. And letting people in to my very personal life and my personal struggles, and just like putting it out there, and then allowing, and then it was crazy because once I opened up about like my struggles, and you know how I mishandled relationships and how, you know, I didn't show up well in relationships, it was so many people that were connected to that same thing. And so then I realized when I separated from it, I wasn't the only person going through it. And so that was my thing. That was my thing. So Kiki, you tell the people a little bit about you. Tell them a little bit about you. Where you from? Because are you from here originally?
Yeah, I'm from here.
Okay.
I'm from here.
Okay. So you tell the people about you.
Hi everyone. Y'all may know me as, I'm Keondra, but I go by Kiki the Bees. That is me.
Yes.
I want to thank you, Lauren, for having me. Get me out of my comfort zone right now, because this is very, very, very hard. But it's time, so I'm ready. But separating from silence. Wow, I have come a long, long, long way. A lot of people look at the outside of things with the training and everything that I do every day, and personal training and what I do, but they don't know the inside and what I went through.
Yeah.
I suffer from depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. I've been through all of that. But while I was going through that, God was already leading me to my purpose. But at that time, I was, 18? Yeah, I was 18, 17 at the time when I was going through all of that.
And how old are you now?
I'm 23 now. 23.
Oh, Nadia said, Kiki, you're doing so good.
Who is Nadia?
My
I'm
girlfriend,
sorry.
Nadia
Okay.
Wilson.
Okay. Thank you, Nadia. Yeah, I'm trying to just relax right now and just stay calm and talk, because it's very, very, very hard for me right now. But,
So you were 18.
yeah, I was 18 when I was going through that. So on that journey, I never questioned God at all. I was always getting up, working, fighting every day, doing what I'm in now, my purpose.
Yeah.
Training, working out, I was doing that every day. No matter what kind of pain I was in, I was always fighting every day. But a lot of people never knew the inside, what was literally going on with me in the inside. Mentally, it was all mental. So as I'm sitting here today, just realizing, as I was telling Lauren, this whole month for Marshmallow Madness, as we had all of our clients run a mile every day, do a mile. That was a challenge for this month. So literally, me and JJ, we went downtown and did 6 miles. Saturday morning, I text him at I get up early, Lauren. I get up at 3, eat, fish my bread. So I text him around I want to say 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. because I was like, we're going to go about 6:30. So I texted him, I was like, JJ, I'm up. You ready? So I went to pick him up. We rode together. So we went downtown, and ran, did our 6 miles or whatever.
Yeah.
So literally, I was like, JJ, I'm gonna do this again next weekend. And so I did it again last Sunday. I did 6 miles, and I didn't do it downtown. I did it on the other side where I used to run it, which is by the CenturyLink, and it's Arthur T.
Yeah.
Arthur T, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So by the CenturyLink, Arthur T, that whole trail, I literally ran down that whole trail. That's why I used to go run it every morning when I was battling with the depression, the suicidal, and literally, as I was running those 6 miles last Sunday, I began to just think like, wow, where I came from, where I used to have those thoughts of just the suicidal thoughts, all the thoughts that I had. But those thoughts, we got to turn those into positive things. And literally, we've been talking about that, me just overthinking things and just being hard on myself. You really can't be hard on yourself. You just got to continue to get better every day.
Yeah.
So as I did those 6 miles, that's when I pulled out my journal, Lauren, that we've been talking about. I just began to write, and like, as I did those 6 miles, it was for the good because of the things now, the positive things now that are happening in my life and that are going to continue to grow with me and as I'm getting better in what I'm doing. So I began to just write in my journal and write because when I was 18, I wasn't thinking about writing. I was just didn't know myself. I was trying to see what I was doing, trying to find myself, battling with all of this. So as we hear now, separating from silence, we need each other. So you can't hold all that in. You gotta talk to someone. But the main thing that's always first is keeping God first and talking to God. Your relationship with God is very important. So that was the main thing. My friends, literally in high school, when I was going through that, my friends already knew where I was at, Lauren. Either I was at the gym working out or at church or at home. Literally, that's all I was at. They already knew where I was at. My friend Tyra would literally call me. Kiki, she would call me and talk to me. She'd be like, Kiki, what you doing? Well, she already know where I was at. And we'll work out sometime together when she was home before she went off to college. So we were training together as well. So it's a lot, but.
And how do you feel like from separating from it, how do you see it translate as far as into like how you are able to help women in the gym? Like just being able to connect with them.
Wow. And it's crazy because I remember I thought I was the only one going through those things. But literally every day as I wake up, it's not about me, it's not about me anymore. I have to worry about everyone that's stepping foot in our gym every day.
Correct.
Every day. So a lot of women that I see every day and with their just hearing their stories now, me being with them and just hearing their stories, I'm just like, wow, I never thought that I would just hear other people going through these things. So just being able to help them and talk with them about it, just talk. Because I remember I didn't even talk, I wasn't talk. At the time, I didn't talk to nobody. Yeah. So just being able to be there for them and talk about it with them, it just my heart is just.
And she's awesome. And people, when they come in here, they just take to you.
Yeah,
they be like,
I know.
Hey, Kiki. So even if she ain't want to talk, but if you want to talk,
I'm gonna have to talk either way. They gonna get it out. They gonna get it out of me. Y'all gonna get it out of me, Lauren.
Yes.
Y'all gonna get it out of me, and that's what it's all about. Y'all staying on me. JJ. It's not. I love him to death. So it's, he's on me every day, all day, 24/7, and that's what I need. That's what I need. So just hearing people talk about the things that they're going and what I went, because they don't even know what they don't, like I told you, with me getting on this live today is a big thing because I literally haven't even told
anybody.
My gym family the story.
They'll be shocked.
They're gonna be shocked that I'm literally sitting here, talking to the world people I don't know, but everyone needs to hear it. So
correct. And people already commenting on that. They're like, look, you had to die to self so that you can help others live. Come on. And that's what purpose is about. We think that purpose is about us finding this fulfillment, but the truth is, you find fulfillment, you do. And
Right.
I'd be lying if I said you didn't, but it don't get easier.
Nope.
It really doesn't. And it makes it better when you're connected with other people that are operating their purpose, that they know, like, even if it's not the exact same thing, they're holding up another end of the table. And so you can relate to what they're dealing with and how hard it is and how, like, some days you don't want to do, and that's one of the things that made me change the switch in my mind about fitness. And I have, my group of intimate, I call it my intimate circle, but it's Jeremiah 1 and 5, and it's 5 of us, 5 women. And so we are constantly like uplifting each other, like sharing, like, I send you sermons. So Kiki watch every sermon I be watching, because she know I be texting in a minute. Hit this song, hit this sermon.
At the right
always
time.
Speaking into you. And that's what it's about, though, is having people around you that won't let you fall, and that value what you're
circle.
Yes, and keeping that circle,
Keeping it, yes.
a tight, good one.
Tight, yes.
Because we know the enemy's coming, and of course, man, he doesn't want to have us connected. He doesn't want us to have power. And she said your connections are detrimental in this season. Correct. Like if you don't have the right people in your circle, they can kill where you headed. They can make you do it. Yeah, they can influence you to turn away. And that's why I wanted us to just talk about it. And just talk about too, like, you always hear JJ saying this, and you say this a lot as well, but I would love for you to really bring it home to the people that maybe don't think that they need to be working out, or don't think fitness is that important, and helping them realize the favorite quote that you always say is not about fitness. So when you say it's not about fitness, what does that mean to you?
What us saying is not about fitness is we're saying a lot of people are always worrying about how they body looking on the outside.
Correct.
It's not about that at all. It's about the inside of the body. Cause literally, like I said, I was tore up in the inside.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are worrying about the wrong things. And you got to make a commitment to this. This is consistency every day. You got to make a commitment when you first, and when, I'll handle everything.
Yeah.
So when a lot of people walk in, the first thing they're always saying, I want to lose this, I want to get a bit, but how are you feeling in the inside?
Correct.
How are you doing mentally, not, instead of physically. So I ask them, I get it all the time, Lauren. Oh, how you look like that, Kiki? How you look? We're all different.
Because Kiki fine. I'll tell y'all right now.
But
Kiki
Lauren,
is fine,
yeah,
baby. That body is everything. You can't pay for that body. That body come with work.
There you go.
It come with work and
hard work
consistency.
every day, Lauren.
She said she get up 3 o'clock in the morning and been at 8 breakfast.
3 o'clock, I'm up at 3 a.m. every morning. Prepare my food, eat, start my day, get my mind clear and
Correct.
Get ready for every day. So 3 a.m. is my time. I get up every morning, and it's my life. It ain't gonna stop. I even get up on the weekend, waking up at 3 a.m. because my body is already used to that. Train for that mentally now, though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say ooh, Lauren. JJ will even tell you this, Lord. It's just been hard. Getting up at 3 a.m., I remember, I had to train for that. And me coming here, before I even started training, I don't know if I even said this. Before I started training, I was here every day. 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I literally would ask JJ, can I stay for the next session? Can I stay for this session? Can I come back? This was Monday through Friday. The whole entire year I was here every day, nonstop. I didn't miss a day. I literally didn't miss a day, Lauren.
Wow.
I was here Monday through Friday, every session. And me getting up at 3 a.m., I've been doing it for so long. And now people ask me, how you do this? You definitely got to make a commitment, and you got to make that sacrifice for you, and what you want to do, working on yourself, towards yourself, and how you trying to, get things done on working on yourself. So yeah, it's been a long journey, and I'm excited because the shift.
Come on.
The shift, man.
The shift
The
is
shift
here. The shift
is here.
here.
So
you got a question. Somebody will know. So what time do you go to bed?
It really just depends. I mean, sometimes I be up studying, and it really just depends. Sometimes the latest I may go to bed, it might be 11.
11.
Yeah.
So you sleep like 11 to 3.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I only did that one day this week.
11 to 3.
And I did.
The earliest maybe like 9:30.
Okay.
Is the earliest that I may get in the bed. But other than that.
And one of the things I love about what you said, she said somebody said she flowing now. Thank you, Jesus. She get comfortable, and I love her.
It's starting to flow now. I'm just trying to relax.
Good.
Me and you talk. I'm talking.
That's it.
In the room.
But I'll tell you, one of the moments that when I saw you just like blossom is when you did your button gut class. And it was so
right there.
awesome. I was out of town, but I did join
you
via
was online.
Zoom.
You was online.
I did not miss, because I was like, I'm not missing this opportunity just to see this room. And it was filled. Like, how many women did you have in here?
Total, it was probably right at 55 to 60 women.
Yeah. 55 to 60 women. Trying to get it together. And it was amazing. The energy. The energy was beautiful here. I felt the energy, and I was the one virtual, and not even in the room. Definitely wishing I could have been here for sure. And just seeing, just how you influence 23, you influencing 50 women, 55 women in this room that are some twice your age, but they're here and they're committed. And that's why I always tell people it's not about age. Nope. It has nothing to do with age, because you got a lot of old people that's silly, so it's definitely not about age, and it's just about you understanding and like you just getting comfortable with like the process. That's the whole process. And I was telling Jay last week sometime, I'm like, man, people don't understand. Like for me, when I hear y'all say it's not about fitness, I think about, would I just give up on my purpose? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like would you just drop it and just get sorry or just stop? Like the way I feel about my purpose and the way I feel about other, and I meet so many women and men that are connected to my purpose. It's like double-sided. And I see them hurting, and I see them needing help, and I see them crying out, and I'm like, God, I can't give up, because they need me like you. Like I don't know what I would do if I come up here and I'm like, oh, Kiki not coming today? What's she doing?
Right.
Where's she at? She on vacation? What's because you are definitely, you're needed. You're needed. Your story is needed. Your life was needed. God knew that. And man, I just think it is, if you can change the way you see it, you can change the way you approach it. When you change the way you see it, you change the way you approach it. And even the day that Kiki was sharing with you guys about when I asked her, is the silence really golden? She had gave me that 40-pound kettlebell that she's like, Lauren, you already know, don't try to get no 25. and we were in here, leg day, and I was just thinking like, man, is silence really golden? Because a lot of times we know a thing, God showed us stuff, told us things, and we'll just sit quiet and not say and not share and not, and not tell someone.
And I've been sitting quiet, and it's time.
It's time. It's time. And that energy, and that was the same thing you said the day when we did the first little run through of the workout session that was going to be for your butt and gut class, like the warm up, and you was like, it's just time. It's just time for them to see me. And I mean, this woman was like, I was like, who is this? Like, I've never seen this person before. And it was like at that point you realize like silence wasn't golden. You know, I always tell people the true power is not in what you hold on to, it's in what you're not afraid to release and just let go of. And, you know, Jay always tells us, you got to get uncomfortable in order to grow in here. You know, if we try to look cute and toot your booty up just real cute, you know, then your posture's off.
You're going to be uncomfortable.
You're going to be uncomfortable. Yes, and your posture's off, and, you know this from us working out. You know, when our posture's off, two things can happen. Either we can injure ourselves, you know, or you don't get the results. And then you can't leave. Oh, Kiki ain't helped me. It's all about form and technique. And then what you put in the body. You know, the fuel. Because y'all always talk about that as well. Is, you know, what are you putting in you?
Most important thing.
Yeah.
Nutrition.
Yeah, because what you put in you is what comes out of you. And so I know there's plenty of times, hey, Chloe, there's plenty of times I'll be thinking like, God, I'm tired. I just said this to Kiki before we went live. I was like, bruh, I went to South Padre Island and I worked out up until like, I don't know if I worked out that week or a couple of days that week.
A couple of days, I think.
And I will only miss like Thursday and Friday. And when I came back Monday, I was like, why did I do this? Like, my body is, I was like, sis, over with. Like, I was like, I'm over with. And she always sees, like, Kiki always freaking looks at me. And I'm like, I don't want to hear your thoughts right now. I don't want to hear what you're not saying right now. But, man, it's just, you know, I wanted us to have this moment to just encourage somebody that may be going through, just going through it in silence, you know, wishing you had an outlet, wishing you had somebody to hear your voice, right? And pull the voice out of you. And, you know, I'm always stretching Kiki.
Always.
I am always stretching Kiki. Some days she be over there doing something, and I can just walk up to her and say something. She be looking like, "How you knew that?" The Holy Spirit snitched. I be in here, but I don't be in here some days. You know, he kind of takes over, and you know, I just wanted us to be able to share our stories, you know, and let people know like you're not going through this alone. You know, other people are going through it. The only reason you don't know? Silence. And they don't want to get out their comfort.
Gotta get out. This today was me getting out my comfort zone.
Yes.
I feel good.
You should.
I feel good, Lauren.
And accomplished.
Yes.
And accomplished. Because I always tell Kiki, outside of the fact that she's beautiful, that her spirit is just as beautiful as well. And what's in her, the world is thirsting and dying to hear. And I feel so encouraged that, you know, someone who is, I'm 33 and she's 23, like literally 10-year difference. But I'm seeing that, you know, our next generation is not lost. They're not all lost, and it's not all bad. You know, we see so many negative things on social media, on TV, and the news, and all of that stuff. When you're silent about it, it'll start weighing you down. You know, and you'll start thinking like, man, this must gonna be happening to me next, or I'm gonna be next, or what have you. But you know, one of the greatest things that I've gotten from learning from both of you and being under both of you guys' leadership is that you gotta want it.
Got to.
Because when my girl said we gonna do 1 mile, I was like, this 1 mile run, Lord. I don't like running at all. But I will say my best thoughts come during running. If I want real clarity, running does it for me. So I just want you guys to just stay encouraged, man. Like, you know, it's a war out here, and the enemy is definitely trying to find different tactics, different ways to slow you down. Every day. Every day is going to be a test. Every day is going to be a test. And every day you have the opportunity to pass the test. And I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of you. And I always tell people, you never know why God places you certain places and in certain seasons. Because I would have never, you couldn't have told me 2 years ago, you couldn't have told me that I would be as consistent as I am. And I'm very accountable. Like, they know if I go out of town,
You letting us know.
I'm letting them know. They know when I'm going. They know when I'm coming back. I'm very, very accountable. But it's because it's not about fitness for me. It's not about fitness. I love the way that I look and the gains that I'm getting, and I love my body. And I hadn't always, and that's something else people don't know about me, is I was very insecure, like, about my body.
Well, how you feel now?
And
You've been with us for how long? About a year now.
A year.
Okay.
I love it now, but I didn't always. Yeah, I didn't always. Thanks to y'all.
Yes.
And so I was very insecure, like, about my legs and stuff. Like, I was like, girl, when I
You got some long track legs, Lord. I want.
God.
You know how many people want long track legs?
But I was like Kiki. I did not like being tall.
Tall, and see, I want to be. I wanted to be taller.
Really?
Because like my dad was tall, and like all my siblings on my dad's side are tall. I'm like, but my mom is short. But I'm like average height.
I was about to say, cause how tall
I'm
are you?
average height. I'm like probably like 5'8".
Yeah, cause I'm 5'10"
like,
without heels. And so, but I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, you got track.
Yes,
track legs, so.
track legs, and never liked running track. I did long jump. I volleyball.
Oh, well, that is part. Oh, you did volleyball. I knew it was something.
Volleyball and long jump. I ran track one time, and they threw me out there. It had, you know what? It was a mile.
Did track. Oh, you had to do the whole.
Yes, and
no.
they didn't tell me, like, I was not prepared. I'll never forget. I was in junior high, girl. I remember telling God, I wanted to just walk off. Like, I said, God, if you let me off this track.
Mile.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
I did the 4x2 and the 200, so.
Yeah, see, and I had speed. Like, I really feel like had they let me do, like, something like a shorter distance, I'd have been good. But they didn't, and then I ended up doing long jump, and I was really good at it.
You did a field event. I did shot put. I was good at that.
Yep. I started doing long jump, and I was good at it, and so that's what I did. And then I did volleyball in high school, and I really liked that. And so people meet me there. I was like, "Did you play basketball?" That's the first thing I did.
I did
basketball too. No, I did
volleyball.
Not. I did volleyball, and I modeled, and that's when when I got my confidence, is when I started modeling. And then it was cool to be tall. It was like that's what they wanted. Was a tall, slim. And so I was okay with it then, but it took me a little minute. But once I got comfortable with like my look and my size, now after having 2 kids and and working out,
you look good, Lauren.
I don't look like I've had 2 kids.
You look young.
I do. I agree with you. I do look young. People are like, how old are you again? Now we forget my age because I act old. So I'll be like, let me think. I'll be like, what year? I was trying to do the math. I forget. But it all comes from, and like when people hear that about me, like, that I wasn't always like the person I wanted to speak and stuff like that. Like,
that was me. I never talked at all.
I need to discern and decide if I'm going to be bothered.
I was quiet. Like getting up in the front, when we started the show, I never would talk.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time they made me stretch the class. They couldn't even hear me at all.
Were you like whispering, Kiki?
I was, yes, literally whispering. Like today, Lauren, that's what I'm saying, you wouldn't even hear me talking like this. So it's just the growth.
Yes.
The growth every day.
Yes.
So.
And Kiki sets the atmosphere. Like, man, when I get here in the morning, she's always the first here. And she always has praise and worship music playing. And it be about to take you out. Kiki be having like the good praise and worship. I be like, bruh, I'm about to fall out.
Before y'all get here, I already.
She been to pray,
yes.
got the atmosphere right. See, you be that's kind of stuff you be needing when you about to go to walk. Because you never know when you leave out these doors what's going to happen.
Never know.
We never know. And so we want to be ready.
Every day.
Don't we?
Every day.
Every day.
Every session. Every day, all day.
Yes, he does. He does. And so, that's why we want to be in shape, be trained, be ready, be prepared. You don't want to be sluggish. And one thing about purpose keeps you running. Purpose keeps you running. I was telling Kiki, I was like, I have no life. Like, people be thinking like, girl, you
always busy.
I'm always. Like, my mom called me Friday, and she was like, she had, my mom edits my writing. And so I had sent her 2 blogs to edit, and she was like, she had like called me earlier. I couldn't answer her. She texted, and I couldn't even, get back. And then it wasn't until like almost 7 o'clock. And I called my mom back, and I was just like, you don't understand like what it takes in my day. Like, I'm a mortgage loan officer. That's a very stretchful job. Then, I'm a author. I'm a coach. I have several platforms. I have my own app. I have YouTube channel. I have, this, that, and the fifth, and I have speaking engagements, and I've got podcast interviews, and it's like the list goes on and on and on and on. And so I'm like, in a day's time, I can work like 4 to 5 jobs in one day. And then I have to go to bed by a certain time, because see, Kiki gets up at 3. Your girl, like, when I come at 5, like tomorrow I'll be here at 5 a.m.
So what, you get up at 4?
Yes, I'll get up at like 4:15. I get up at 4:15 because it's gonna take me an additional 5 minutes to decide, do I really, and especially on the rainy days, like when it's raining at 4 something in the morning, like, sis does not be wanting to get up. But then I have to look at my calendar and see, you need these hours. You need to get up now so you can be ready. Because I was telling my mom, I was like, I'm like, just because I'm up at 4 something in the morning, that's not because I'm gonna go to bed early. That's not. I'm not going to be going to bed early. Like, that's literally for me to have the time to balance like the rest of the stuff I have to do in the daytime. So I'll be here at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. But when I go do that, then that means I've got to go to bed at like 9:30 at the latest for me, because I've got to get at least 6 hours. Like, that's the number for me that I need to be functional. Unless Jesus helps me out. Like, he did do that the other week when he told me.
He definitely. He always do.
Because I done launched something else. So. Yes, I done launched something else that ain't even came out yet. So y'all gonna be looking like, what? Yeah, and when I got to my meeting Friday with this client, they were like, when do you sleep? Because they follow me on social media. Like, when do you sleep? I was like, I don't sleep, I rest. So that means it's only gonna be a certain amount of hours that I'm gonna get. So anyhow, guys, I thank you so much, Kiki, for being here with us. And look, if you have not found a place called home in your gym, you need to be at What's Your Body Look Like, right here on Greenwood Road in Shreveport, or you can be on virtual and join our class. But I'm telling you, it is a move of God every single time. I love this gym. I love being here. I love being dedicated to Kiki and to Jay, and I'm just grateful to know them and to have them in my life permanently. I'm like, they're stuck with me and I'm stuck with them, so I'm really, really glad about that, and I'm grateful for that. So, Key, thank you for coming. Thank you for taking time out your day to be with me.
Thank you. I needed this.
So I'm so glad. So y'all stay tuned, because this woman right here is on the move.
Only the beginning.
Only the beginning. So we love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday on purpose. Oh, and be on the lookout, because I have a special announcement coming tomorrow. So be on the lookout for a special announcement that I've got. So y'all will be seeing why I don't sleep, or why I'm on that tight schedule that I stay on. So I love you, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye. Off to